I'm gonna give y'all a solid 45 minutes. Again, I got court. The court actually is in a little while. It's about like an hour and a half or like an hour and 45. So I'm gonna give y'all an hour. Then I'm about to handle the court shit. Okay. I'll give you an update on that. Have had two lingering cases in two different courts for like, I believe I caught them last year. That's how long it feels. Everything was going okay, and then I hired a lawyer. I paid this nigga money, and I showed up to a hearing. I'm like, where the fuck my lawyer at? The judge gonna say, you don't got a lawyer. So I looked at him. I said, it's gotta be April Fools. What you mean? What you mean I don't got a lawyer? Of course I got a lawyer. Come on, we asked for discovery last time. What's popping? Like, what's going on? He says, wait, who's your lawyer? I said, come on, man. Now y'all joking with me. I told the court the nigga's name. The judge said, yo, listen, I can't give you legal advice, but regretfully, we got to tell you that right now your lawyer is suspended from practicing law. He's not recognized by the state as a lawyer at this time because he's suspended, so he cannot be your lawyer. And I was baffled. Okay. So my lawyer basically got caught doing some bullshit. So my lawyer on some shit though. So anyway, I got to try to get my money back from that bitch ass nigga because here's the thing. If the court don't really fuck with my lawyer, how the fuck he gonna be able to help me? So I hired a whole new lawyer. Like, whole new lawyer, make sure I looked up the reputation and shit like that. The first lawyer still got my money. I gotta go get that. And he lied to me too. He told me he was taking a vacation. Nigga, he wasn't taking no vacation. You knew you were gonna get suspended. Anyway, so yeah, I got a new lawyer. Hopefully we just handle all this stuff and we'll be good. In other news, young boy is actually in court today. He should be appearing pretty much shortly. Right now it's 8 a.m. in California. He'll be appearing, I think 10. About 10 a.m. he'll be appearing in a California court to listen to federal charges. The case that originated in Louisiana got transferred to California court after he was picked up in California and picked up more charges. And the feds figured, they submit a bunch of motions. They're going to be trying it in a California court. If you don't know what young boy is charged with, they're saying he's a felon. He should not have any possession of a gun. They claim they could prove that he has possession of a gun by, well, really, he was doing a music video. They got called to the scene. They found hella guns, but there were hella people. Obviously, everybody else is saying, no, it's my gun. It's my gun. Nobody's going to say young boy had a gun. They looked through a bunch of stuff. Also, they're keeping the witnesses' statements in mind. And then they went through the SD card of the cameraman and they said, oh, young boy, we have you holding a gun. Possession is 9/10 of the law. They always say that. If you have a gun in your hand, that's possession. So they were trying to use that. Ultimately, young boy's lawyers got all SD evidence tossed out. So any pictures of him having a gun at that time got tossed out, which I'm wondering why this is even a case or a trial. Could young boy be the 3% of people who actually go up against the feds and, win their case? Who knows? But usually people give the feds credit like, yo, they got a 97% conviction rate. But this case seems rather weak. I don't have nobody who could identify young boy specifically. Like, I believe the people who called the cops who were looking from their window, all they said was, there's a bunch of Negroes outside with guns. Please come over here. They didn't say, oh, that's NBA young boy. Young boy was with like 10 to 15 people. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, his lawyer's going to be like, how you know it was young boy had the gun, not them, right? Keep in mind, no matter what you see on those pictures that came off the SD card, I put some on my YouTube, like, they can't be used. So they have to prove their case without those pictures. Okay? Now, I believe the feds has some type of, hard on for young boy. They clearly want to get him. Wait, did I put on YouTube? I didn't put YouTube on yet, right? All right. Hold on, my bad, people. Okay, YouTube, welcome. Yeah, but finishing what I was saying, the feds have clearly a hard on for young boy in the sense of they thought this was a slam dunk. When they went to go, catch up with him, and he ran from the police in California, the name of their, mission was Operation Never Free Again. They clearly they want him locked up they want to score a victory that way. And if he beats this case, it would be very embarrassing. They're coming up with all different type of things because now their case is weak because they can't use the SD evidence. I don't think none of the guys that YoungBoy is with is gonna say, "Oh yeah, we saw him with a gun." No, right? The people in the houses that call the cops, they can't identify one black man from the other, right? Like, no disrespect, right? So it's like, what do they really have? Now, apparently, and you're gonna see me do a video on it, like they're trying to use a bunch of lurks and circumstantial evidence to basically say that YoungBoy definitely had a gun. Okay? Now, him being a felon, right? I have to look this up, but we know he can't have a gun, but it doesn't say he can't be in the vicinity of a gun. Okay? Now, there usually it gets a little complicated if he's in the vicinity of other felons who are committing. It gets like tricky, but still, I'm looking at this case as pretty weak. It's probably one of the weakest cases we've seen against rappers kind of go forward. You know, like we all look at the Thug case and we're like, yo, he's in a lot of deep water, right? He's not winning any of the motions. They're pretty much just agreeing with the prosecutor. With this, YoungBoy scored a significant victory. And if you ask me, if he just beats a Fed charge, he might just be a fucking legend. You know what I mean? Like his album that he drops afterwards, which is the last Limito, which is the last one on Atlantic, might just go crazy. You know what I mean? Beating a Fed charge. Wow. Anyway, we'll get to that. What else y'all talking about? Somebody says OG3 was just posting stuff on Instagram. I mean, he's not in the case. Hey, it's getting real interesting where, like, the cops... Police have always targeted rappers to a certain extent. And what I mean by a certain extent is that you guys are rich celebrities with a huge platform, and if you're promoting drugs, crime, you're showing off guns, they want to catch you in the act. They want to catch you. Number one, they think you're helping deteriorate in society by promoting that image, right? So they don't like it already. But they also want to, make an example out of you. Now, sometimes it's hard for them to catch a rapper. You get me? If they raid someplace and there's 5 guns, everybody else but the rapper is going to take, usually, unless you just have some weak-ass niggas around you. Everybody's going to be like, no, it's my guns. It's not his. It's mine, right? So it's hard to catch the rapper. So what do you see the feds are doing these days? You know, they're using a RICO charge, which is easier because the guy with the money and the fame, it turns almost to like a crime syndicate. It turns to like the mob. It turns into like what the mafia is, where you're not going to catch, like, I'm pretty sure even with El Chapo, like, you're not going to catch motherfucking El Chapo like fucking, bagging up weed, right? Or bagging up coke or whatever the case is. Like, he has a bunch of people who work for him, but he's the guy who leads. So we see the RICO charge being used when they can't prove the rapper shot nobody or the rapper got nobody killed, but they think the rapper is making a call, right? This obviously was used on 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was making certain calls. He was in a leadership position. They relied on him for money. RICO, okay? They can't prove 6ix9ine shot at nobody. 6ix9ine robbed nobody. You know what I mean? The closest thing they had was 6ix9ine filmed the robbery. Okay. So the RICO charge has been really useful for that. And I think the police in general they've been getting a lot more crafty trying to catch rappers. The new thing is we're going to start contextualizing your lyrics. Now, they did it before, like years ago. But these days, they're now starting to contextualize it differently, not as main evidence, right? So it's not like they're going to court with like, yo, look what he said in the song and he's guilty. No, they're just saying everything is circumstantial. I always bring up, and some of you guys might be a little bit young or you might not know the legal process. I'll give you this example, which is, my favorite artist of all time, Vybz Kartel. He's sitting in jail convicted of a murder charge basically on circumstantial evidence. Now, somebody died. They can't find the body. They don't know the murder weapon. They don't have either or. How could you convict somebody of murder without the body and without the murder weapon? By the way, Vybz Kartel's lawyers went to court to say, well, if y'all can't find a body, how do you know it was a murder? You get what I mean? If you can't find a person who died, how do you know he died? Maybe he just dipped. Maybe he ran away. Maybe, I don't know, he's in Jerusalem or something. Who knows? Essentially, they prove that the guy was murdered and was murdered essentially by the direction of Vibes Cartel because of circumstantial evidence. Now, granted, I am super biased in that case. That's my favorite artist of all time. I want him free. I look past certain stuff that, you know what I mean, if in a court of law, they're not going to. But circumstantial evidence was this. The last time they seen the motherfucker was when he went to your house. There was another witness who didn't see him get killed, but he was the last person who saw that nigga, and the nigga was with you. A bunch of other stuff, including they had like video footage that they took off his phone, and they were like, yo, well, y'all are talking about disposing of a body, even though y'all don't say it was his body. Like, we're just putting 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together. We're going to get 10. And when you present all of that together, that's what got him convicted. That's why they're using lyrics now. No one's showing up to court, even with YSL. They're not saying, no, yo, Gunna said he bought somebody a Birkin, so he's guilty. No, they're not saying that. They're saying that, listen, if we can't get hard evidence that Gunna shot somebody, Gunna robbed somebody, or he did a drive-by, or a Young Thug, what we're going to do to get these motherfuckers off the street is, because obviously, if I'm a rich nigga, like, I wouldn't commit a crime. I'll just pay somebody else to commit a crime, or I pay somebody else to pay somebody else to commit a crime. So how'd they get me, right? That's where all these things come in. So they're using lyrics to basically show that these guys are in organizations or gangs. They're using lyrics to show that this is the type of stuff that is congruent with their actions. So it kind of muddies the water, but it's getting into dangerous territory. You know what I mean? I think rappers have to start to be very careful. And also, let me just be clear and also honest. A lot of these rappers who are making millions of dollars, money's getting to their head. You niggas think that because you don't have to pull a trigger, you could authorize hits. No, you're going to jail. This is the clear message. If you are rich, if you are really successful, and you think that because you have fall guys and other people you could tell to do shit, and you think you will always be protected because, you know what? Even if somebody went to jail for 10, 20 years, you could give their family $150,000 a year, and you thinking, well, that nigga clapped a nigga for me and shit. I only got to take care of his family. I'm rich as fuck. Who cares? They're coming for the top guy. And that's why we're seeing RICOs being given out recently. And with the lyrics part of it is like, that's painting the picture. They're painting the picture of all these guys. Now, they're trying to do this weak-ass tactic with YoungBoy. And if it was a RICO charge, maybe. Like, maybe it would look a little bit better, but y'all didn't charge him of being the head of a criminal enterprise, at least yet. Y'all said that he had a gun. What the fuck? If I'm going to be a rapper, nigga, I'm going to always talk about I'm toting on the Draco. 223s, 556s, 762s, 308s. Like, nigga, I'm going to be talking all type of shit. You know what I mean? That's just what being a rapper is. You know what I mean? So again, not because, you know, it's different than, say, like the YSL shit. If I rap about having a gun, that don't mean I had a gun when y'all ran up. What the hell? I'm shooting a music video. I'm painting art. Now, the thing with Gunna and Young Thug, I'm comparing to the YoungBoy case, but I'm just showing you the levels and depths. The reason why they're using lyrics and shit like that, they're like, yo, you're saying you're in the YSL record label, but all the lingo is gang lingo that you have taken outside of the music. Tattoos. You communicate like this on social media. Okay, cool, you can say that's public, but you communicate like this privately. They're trying to paint a picture. This YoungBoy shit, unless the feds have something else that we don't know, and they might. Because I would say this. The feds don't like losing. And after that last piece of evidence with the SD card got thrown out, I would have thought they would have given YoungBoy a very favorable plea. 6 more months of house arrest and you good. And we'll reduce the charge. We'll dismiss the gun charge, but we'll reduce it to, I don't know, you being around other felons or some dumb shit. You get what I mean? Like, and again, what happens is when people say that 97% conviction rate, the feds still get a win. As long as they get a conviction, even if it's a downgrade, if it's a plea, they get a win. Right? YoungBoy at that point would be like, well, shit, if you, I'm already just kicking it at the crib making music. If I got to wait 6 more months and I'm good and I have no chance, because even though you might think it's a slam dunk case, you go to trial, things might again, I don't know if this is a jury trial. It might just be with the judge straight up. Things might, like, he's a celebrity. Things might bias the people. Like, think about it. If YoungBoy's going to have a jury trial, say it's a bunch of squares. Even though the judge is going to tell them, like, yo, don't look online about the case, they're going to Google the case. Even though the judge is going to say, yo, whatever they found on the SD cards cannot be used, bro, the jurors are going to look at a bunch of pictures with YoungBoy with a gun on an SD card, or what seems like a gun. They might just vote and like give him guilty off of some shit that they seen outside the case. You know, it's a possibility. So I say that to say sometimes niggas could be innocent, or sometimes it's better just to take a really light slap on the wrist than go all the way. I used to think that with Tory. I used to say, yo, if they drop the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge and they give Tory a very light charge, even if Tory's completely innocent, if I'm him, I plead guilty. You know why? If they downgrade it enough, he won't face deportation, the biggest thing. Right? Secondly, he won't be looking at really any jail time at all. That's a W when you're going up against a court system. However, obviously for him, it's not in his best interest to take a plea just because his whole career is being judged by this situation. Tory just dropped a song, or he's about to drop a song with Mario. Mario is an R&B singer. And let me go to Shader real quick. They're so mad. Look at this. They're upset. They're upset that Tory Lanez. So Mario, seasoned R&B singer, did a verses with Omarion, and he beat the brakes off Omarion. And people were like really just like hyped up on Mario, like, yo, this guy's the guy. Damn, like, we're back on him, like, basically dick riders, like, so they're back on the wave. They can't wait for him to drop new music. Now, the first music he chose to drop was with Tory Lanez, and this is a song. It's called Main One, Mario and Tory Lanez. So, yo, Mario Monday, this Friday, I'm dropping a special with Tory Lanez, and look at what happened with the reaction. Social media reacts to Mario and Tory Lanez upcoming collab. Hear what this guy says. Mario went from black man, we got to control our ego, to teaming up with Tory Lanez. Okay? By the way, this is a previous Mario tweet from back then. This Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation got me in awe. Sad as fuck. Knowing Tory personally, this shit crazy to me. Black man, we got to learn to control our ego, anger. At some point, we got to switch. The switch got to turn off. Protect black women, heal black men, love, and respect each other. This was from August 21, 2020. I believe that's when the whole thing happened, around that time. Look at how people are talking about it. So somebody actually defended him. Obviously, his name is Dirk Hill, right? Big Dirk Hill. Tory Lanez is a generational talent. All these hate tweets because you tried to cancel him and failed won't change that. Okay, that's probably the only positive one. Here's this. Mario doing a song with Tory Lanez doesn't make a lick of sense. Did he not read the room? So essentially, people are saying, yo, we just start fucking with you again. Don't link up with a nigga we don't fuck with. Let's read another one. Mario had women swooning for 2 weeks ago. Swooning 2 weeks ago. During and after that verses. And now he's about to completely undo all that by putting out a record with Tory Lanez. Are artist teams this stupid? Essentially, and by the way, these are men saying this. This is not women. This is men. The last two tweets are men. Basically, a lot of these dudes pretty much are just normalizing, accepting that even though the fact that Tory hasn't gone to trial, and we live in a society where he's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, essentially, Tory is guilty in the standards of his career. He can't have records with people. People have to judge him a certain way. No one's reserving judgment, all right? Let's keep going. Now, this is a woman. She says, you just got back good with everybody. Built up all that goodwill just to set it ablaze. What a waste. So that's a woman too. She not, well, that's the first woman actually. She not fucking with it. Look, all right, somebody's fucking with Tory. It's always a guy. My reaction to the clowns on my timeline hate on Mario and Tory, trying to their best to convince people Tory music ain't good. And then look, somebody says, so obviously this is a Nicki and Rihanna fan page. New Tory and Mario in 2022, they're laughing. Okay? Let's see the next one. Okay. Somebody's trying to speak up for his defense. But still, and regardless, look, so wait. Mario, you partnered with a woman-focused platform and got on there and openly said we should separate Tory music from being an abuser because you have a song coming out with him. Essentially, Mario is now facing the same type of backlash and vitriol that people who even, like, say, potential collaborators of the baby at a certain time, and when he said those things that people say, oh my God, he disrespected the LGBT community. People didn't really want to drop songs with the baby at that time. This industry isn't about who's your friends and what sounds good. It's all about what makes money. And as much as you see these guys hang out, they all fuck the same bitches, they party this and third. If it don't make dollars, it never makes sense. And Mario's saying this to say, yo, no, like, yo, let's separate whatever he got going on from his music. It's not Friday yet. He's getting a lot of backlash for doing a song with Tory. He might take Tory off the song. Now, granted, that would look completely weak and spineless because you already announced Tory's on the song. But you have to see, when I talk about artists being blackballed, nobody wants to be Mario right now, where you're supposed to be excited about your single, but everybody's talking about Tory. This is why Tory doesn't get those playlists. You know why? Because the same thing happened to Mario. Nobody wants to happen to a streaming service or a curator for a streaming service. This is why when anybody says, yo, listen, I don't know if that nigga guilty or innocent, but I like his music, you seem like you're on his team or his payroll. That's me. I don't know if Tory guilty or innocent, but he got a case. Let's see how that shit turn out. I do think he makes amazing music. I'm not going to say fuck Tory because of an allegation. If you are in the middle, you seem like you're being paid off. This is bullying tactics. And unfortunately, for the majority of people in the industry, it has severe repercussions because Mario is hoping this song that he's dropping is going to take off. Now, when the conversation is people don't like Tory, you're hurting your pockets. So what do? Do you be a fake nigga and take him off because now you're going to gain more money? Or do you stand on your principle or because you wanted to do a song with him, you put it out, and now you're going to earn significantly less money, and also it's going to thwart and fuck up your comeback attempt? This is the reality that we live in. You see, to all the people who's and it's interesting when people sometimes, and by the way, the Tory Meg podcast, I think it's coming tomorrow, today or tomorrow. So look out for that off the record. We got some shit. But this is why when I see all this and people think that, oh no, that's why I'm so upset when Meg says you're being paid off by Tory. Because people like Meg Thee Stallion and people who support or just blindly believe her need to understand me. I'm an independent media personality who has a platform, who's built it without the dick sucking, the balls licking, and all this type of stuff that y'all have done to be in the quote-unquote industry. I'm not standing for Tory. I'm standing for me. To be clear, unless I don't like you. If I don't like you, like, I don't give a fuck about you. But I will never be bullied to not deal with somebody who is shunned by everybody else because of allegations. I want to be an independent thinker. So when people say, you're being paid by Tory, no. Tory's just the latest example. But did you forget 6ix9ine? I stood there when everybody said turn your back. I stood there. I stood there. I'm standing there, I'm not standing there with their allegations. I'm standing there to say, yo, hey, listen, if these people, I could see some either redeeming qualities, or I could see that the music is different from blah, blah, or I could look past allegations. It's only allegations at this point. I'm going to stand there. It doesn't matter if it's Tory. If it doesn't matter if it was Cardi. It doesn't matter if it was Youngboy. I stood there with Youngboy too, but Youngboy had a lot of fans. So people, I don't want to drum shit back up, but people forget. I was at Complex. Youngboy was supposed to be on some I won't even name the shows. And there was a video that came out of him roughing up his girlfriend, and they canceled everything. This was before cancellation culture. And that company did not want to be close to Youngboy. And I could have done the same too. And granted, that was a video, and I don't condone those actions. But still, I'm not going to be pressured to just isolate or shun artists. A lot of these people are very problematic. We loved the baby's music after knowing he killed a nigga in Walmart. We loved 50 Cent music after knowing he robbed mad niggas in Queens, used to sell mad drugs. We're dealing with problematic people, or people who are troubled or who have came from certain pasts. To say, oh, fuck them, and they can't come back from shit and it's over for them, I see a problem with that. So when people try to say, oh, you're getting paid by Tory. No, there's going to be another Tory Lanez next year. And you're going to watch. I'm going to give that nigga the benefit of the doubt until a point. Guaranteed. I've always done that. And this is about the industry. If you can't stand on your own principles and you got to be forced, and I think Mario is going to be forced to acquiesce to what people think. You're nothing but a robot. And I understand that everybody's not in the position I'm in because I control my own platform. Because if my platform was controlled by a bigger entity, they'd be like, no, that's not good for business. Our sponsors don't like that you keep posting Tory. You're making them look good by saying he's a good artist. And no, right now they hate him. And this is fucking up other things for us. Oh, this is true. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get somebody said the judge threw out the YB lyrics. Give me a verifiable link on that. Otherwise I have to look up the case. I would have to look up his case to really get the real info, which takes a second. But if you have a verifiable, and by the way, if the judge threw out the lyrics, thank you to the judge. That's good. I seen some of the lyrics they're trying to use. I'm probably gonna do a video about it. It's bullshit. Bro, they had lyrics in there from Lonely Child. Nigga, what? So you had lyrics that he made and rapped before he even caught the charge. And you're trying to use it to fucking characterize him to say that he had a gun in that one specific moment. That sounds like profiling to me. Be like, well, we know you. It's like imagine this, right? And this is why I think it's dangerous to use lyrics in this YB case. Imagine a cop. You ever watch Wire? There was this cop who always harassed these one set of kids on the corner, and he would lock them up very frequently. Imagine a cop who always he knows you sell drugs on the corner, right? He knows you sell drugs. He's arrested you 10 times for selling drugs on the corner. You always selling some weed or whatever the case. Say because he knows that, and this is true. Who knows? Maybe you stop doing that. You're tired of going to jail or whatever the case is. But every time you see that cop, he just pulls you over and searches you, and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Why do you keep doing this? And he says, well, we know I used to lock you up for it all the time. I'm just going to assume that you're probably still doing it. That seems illegal. Seems like you're profiling. That seems prejudicial. So when you're using past lyrics from an artist to paint a picture about future behavior, I think that is very problematic. And that's when people start looking at, I'm not one of the big fans of people saying, oh, it's just racism when people are using lyrics. Like, I'm not a big fan of that because in the RICO cases, them niggas ain't getting charged for lyrics. They're getting charged for saying, nigga, if you claiming you not a blood, why the fuck is you talking about big B's? Why is your name instead of Chris Briss? Like, bro, they're gonna say all that. Duh. Like, nigga, well, why the fuck is you saying that, right? It's just context. It's not. They can't charge you for being a blood, but they could charge you if you did some crime, and then they believe you were a blood, and then you're rapping all about blood shit. Okay, makes sense. But in this case, I feel like these are desperate federal prosecutors, and I think they probably have something up their sleeve. Other than that, if they don't, these are the worst prepared prosecutors in history. By the way, also let me say this. For the feds to pick up this case, YoungBoy had to be on their radar, somewhat. Remember, he got locked up, or the case originated out of Louisiana. Then the feds looked at it and said, oh, let's go get him. Why go get him? Exactly. All right. I didn't want to get to a few other things. A few other things real quick. Somebody said RICO gets you for no. Yo, you don't get charged for being a blood. No. See, this is where y'all got to stop with it. You don't get charged for being in a gang. You get charged if the gang is doing crime and you're part of the gang. If I say my gang is Pussy Nigga Association, PNA, they can't charge me with a crime. I don't have a bunch of other individuals claiming the same gang who are doing crime. They can't charge you for being a gang. Like, I think because of cultural connotations, gang has a connotation of crime. If you belong to a lodge or a fraternity or whatever you might call it, that's a group or collective people that operate on the same, there's a code of how they operate, and it's an organization that could be considered a gang. Are they gonna charge and target those motherfuckers if the organization ain't encouraging or having people carry out crimes on behalf of the organizations? No. This is very different than when some of y'all talking about you get charged for being a blood. No. In California, though, they do have what's called gang injunctions. Gang injunction laws are basically, they've established that certain gangs exist and have existed for decades. Now, if they believe that people are in these gangs, they could prevent you from doing certain things. Like, for example, if you and your gang all want to go to the public park and link up 60 of y'all, they could come there and basically say you're breaking a law. There's a gang injunction law. We've identified all y'all as members of blah, blah, blah. Y'all all linking up in this place, illegal. Also, there's what's called gang enhancements. Say you go do a crime. If the crime seems related to the gang and you're in a gang, they could put what's called a gang enhancement on it, and they could tack on usually around 10 extra years. Now, if you're in a book reading gang, you're not getting charged. I don't know why I got to explain that to you. Okay? Somebody says check Twitter. I'm going to check Twitter in a second. Damn. I've gave so much time already, and I still didn't even get to some of the stuff I do want to get to. All right. Okay, so what I'm reading is the motion got accepted. The motion did get accepted, and by the way, congrats to our YoungBoy's team. I'm telling you, the feds getting their ass kicked. We've never seen a rapper-led campaign kicked the feds' ass as much as what we're seeing here. They're beating the feds' ass. Oh, Your Honor, we got young boy with a gun. Okay, where's the gun y'all got him with? This is a gun right here. Okay, how do you know he had the gun? Like, you have a witness? We have a few people in the cribs that called that said they'd seen a bunch of Negroes. Okay, was it only one black person there? Y'all saying there was a bunch of black people, right? Like how could you identify it was him? Actually, some of the phone calls said it was black guys with long dreads. Does the defendant have long dreads? Young boy, could you stand up real quick? Can we look at you? Oh, you don't got long dreads. So how do y'all know? So the witness can't say it was young boy with the gun. How do you know he had the gun? Well, they were doing a music video, and they got footage. Like, we got the proof. Okay. You know what young boy lawyer said? Well, y'all were being prejudicial when y'all showed up and started going through all our shit without the proper warrants. The phone call reporting the crime had nothing to do with y'all searching and doing the extra shit. Y'all really abused our rights. That's what they told the judge. You know what the judge said? They're right. Throw out all the evidence that y'all got on SD card. And so now the federal prosecutor's like, what the fuck? That's our only mother. All right, cool. We got some more shit. All right, let's drum some shit up. Well, that nigga always talking about he got the guns on him. Let's just bring the lyrics in of him saying he got the guns. The judge looks at that today and says, bro, it's art. Get the fuck on out of here, man. You want to use the fact that he rapped about some shit to say he had a gun? What the fuck is the prosecutor's next next thing? By the way, the DNA which they had can't tell a fucking thing. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But the feds seem so thirsty. They seem thirsty. They want him. They want him so bad. But in reality, just let that nigga go, bro. Like, y'all doing too much. Like, let me give you another thing that I've realized, right? So the feds have like unlimited budgets. The reason why people also say when the feds come in is that, put like this, to catch somebody in a RICO, right? Like, for example, let's go to the 6ix9ine indictment. Bro, they picked up 6ix9ine's driver, Jorge. They said, bro, we know you illegal immigrant. We finna deport your bitch ass. They said, matter of fact, we got your family over there too. We picked them up too. Oh, y'all going back to Mexico, nigga. You know what I mean? Viva la Mexico. Get your ass over there, nigga. You about to dip. You know that nigga said, oh, ondale on me. Hold on. He said, listen, we get your bitch ass out of the United States unless you help us. It's real talk. And we about to charge you with a crime. So you going to be deported, nigga. So we might just give you 3 years off the rip. And then when you get out, we just fucking toss your ass over the Mexican border, nigga. You know what he said? Because he realized, nigga, I'm not no fucking Treyway member. Nigga, I got hired to drive. He said to the cops, I'll cooperate. What do you want? They said, all right, check this out. What's the SUV you drive? I bet. We're going to fucking hook this shit up with the, that shit looked beyond bait car, nigga. They had 9 camera angles. They had fucking like motion detectors. They had all type of mics. Nigga, they had a better microphone. That's what, nigga, they had so much mics in that fucking car. They had better mics than what I got right here, bro. The feds was spending bread. So I'm trying to give you the difference between the feds and the state. Nigga, the state has limited personnel. Like, also, they had niggas staking out. You know what 6ix9ine told me one time? He said, I kind of knew the feds was on to me. Every day I would go out, there'd be like 8 different cars with like no labels on them just sitting out there. And I couldn't see none of them. I'm like, what the fuck? They were just sitting out there. They got money. You imagine the amount of overtime and all that type of, this is a special assignment just to take down one person. They're sitting out there 24 hours a day. That might be 40, 50,000 a day in what that agency is spending to catch them niggas. The feds could do that. Nigga, the state, they cheap asses, nigga. The most is they're probably just hoping that, bro, just please talk on the phone because we can have a couple people monitor the phone. That's it. The feds got a lot more resources. You get what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to tell y'all. All right. Yeah, ain't no joke. Okay, but I've never seen the feds get their ass. Like, the feds, they're getting embarrassed by Youngboy, which is kind of crazy. Like, embarrassed. Remember, the feds got Gucci. He took the gun charge. Wasn't the feds who, or maybe he wasn't. Was Kevin Gates the feds? Like, the feds have fucked up a lot of people. Anyway, I'll circle back to any Youngboy situations soon. But I did want to, one of the reasons I wanted to do this stream is because, by the way, are y'all enjoying all them T-Pain content that we did on stream? I wanted to get him on my official podcast, but, shit, he was just in the stream and he just wanted to pop on. So y'all got like the real raw version. We're going to do the podcast version too. And I ain't gonna lie. I was listening back. Me and his synergy is so good. We might have to do some real shit together. We might have to do a little series with T-Pain. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I know y'all was enjoying it, but there's much more content of me and him out there. So, keep enjoying it. But this stream I wanted to get to real quick because before T-Pain came in the stream last time, I didn't get to do all my topics. And I wanted to do these topics before they get too old. First and foremost, let's go here. I don't know if y'all heard the news, but WACK100 got knocked out or somebody tried to knock him out. A nigga named Tiny Draws. This is classic comedy, people, okay? Let me give you the context, okay? The Game had a concert. The Game had a concert that brought out, who came out in the concert? Kanye West. I think this was in LA, obviously. And WACK is the Game's manager. Apparently, some Rolling 60 Crips were there that were upset at WACK. Now, you might say, why are they upset at WACK? Now, WACK, has given commentary on Nipsey. I've talked to WACK about this. He don't think he's dissing Nipsey. He feels like, he always says his truth could never be disrespect. Now, he's spoken about the fact that Nipsey has a sex tape allegedly where, like, his baby mama getting piped out by another man. He nuts in her mouth. Then Nipsey just tongue kisses her. Crazy shit. However, not only that, the recent exposure that, him and Big U ain't on the same page. Hassan Campbell kind of did that. And it seems like a slight back and forth. It appears that the 60s, and if you don't know, the 60s, the Rolling 60s is a gang out of California. Big U seems to be like their overlord. And Nipsey used to be a part of it. You could understand why some of the members would be upset at WACK. Apparently, a couple of them were at the show with the Game. And they weren't with the Game, but they were at the show. They ran into WACK. And one of them claimed they socked WACK100 out. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little biased to this. I rock with WACK. You know what I mean? As long as he put it on Pyro, I know it's official. But this ended up playing out on Clubhouse when a guy, and I know the gang names are kind of funny. And not to diss this guy, because I don't want him socking me out. Holy. His name is Tiny Draws. But that's like, he's like I don't know. He's a tough guy. He pulled up in a room on WACK, and he claims he put hands on WACK. Here's a conversation we'll talk about in a second.
Right on that stage. Y'all sent the picture with my eye circle like it was my eye. Kid in the metal detectors come on. So what I'm doing is removing myself and my soldiers from a situation where I know it could go. They in there wide open. We ain't. What you talking about? I took it out, nigga, to a more clear playing field, my nigga. I ain't into the innocent people catching these, but have it go the other way, it go the other way. Either way, I was straight. I wasn't slipping. I ain't never slipping.
You a liar, nigga.
Period.
Nigga, you lying,
But never
nigga.
slipping. So at the end of the day, you know.
Hold on, don't boo the brother down, bro. Look, man, this what I'm
At
finna
the
do.
end of the day, this what kills me. It's amazing how y'all want to see something happen to WACK. Man, if you that
Hey man, hey, look, stop
One mic. Hold on, fruits or fronts or whatever you is, bro. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let the man finish off, and then you can say what you gonna say, brother. Hold on, brother. We keeping it organized now.
Yo, listen. So I come in here to listen to y'all, answer a few of y'all questions, but I'm not having no back and forth with no nigga it's already on with. Y'all went to the internet. Y'all could have kept it off the internet, nigga, and let it be what it is.
You chilling with the answer?
Put that on Pyro, nigga.
Who am I even talking to?
You talking to Tiny Draws, nigga. Put that on Pyro.
Talking about the busted nigga that looked me in my face going up the
Put
stairs.
that on Pyro.
Oh shit! Once you hear "put it on Pyro," holy.
Hey, look. All you gotta do, cause we ain't gotta do no yelling. We ain't gotta do none of that, bro. Put that on Pyro.
Who is you though, bro?
This is Tiny Draws, Cash.
Well, what are we talking about?
We talk about what happened when you walked up them stairs, nigga. Put that on Pyro.
What happened?
You didn't get smacked in your head and you didn't get socked in your face.
Nigga touch me, nigga. What did you talking
about? Bro, put that on Pyro.
Why is you nigga? You want me to
put
send
that
a picture?
on Pyro?
Hey, you or no other nigga
look, bro. Put that on Pyro.
You or no nigga ever touch me.
Man, look, I'm not, bro.
Your uncle bitch Roll got drew down on.
You put everything on Pyro. Put that on Pyro, nigga. When you came up them stairs, nigga smack you in your head.
You put that on Pyro. My head. Where you
nigga? Put that on Pyro. Put that on Pyro. You didn't run on that stage.
Y'all
nigga,
sent the picture with my eye circle
bro,
like it was my eye.
Bro,
so was it my head or my eye? I put that on your raggedy ass mama.
Put that on Pyro, bro. That's all you gotta do.
I went that on everything else on Pyro.
Put that on Pyro, and nigga didn't smack
your mama.
Put that on Pyro. That's all you got to do.
My nigga.
Yeah, all right. My nigga, you know what time it is, nigga.
If it's that time, why you on the internet?
Yeah, man, come on. You know what time it is, nigga.
If it's that time, why you on the internet?
You know what time it is, my nigga. Stop all the games, bro.
If it's that time, why you on the internet?
Stop the internet, nigga.
Why you left the show early? Oh, forgot you
left the show early. That happened to you in the garage, and that happened to you on that stairway. It's two different incidents,
What happened to me in the garage? Just see if you tell the
nigga, the two things that happened to you got caught in the garage.
What happened to me in the garage?
You got caught backstage, nigga. Two different incidents.
What happened to me in the garage?
Come on, my nigga. Corrupt didn't tell you nothing. You won't hear capping, nigga.
What happened to me in the garage?
Corrupt didn't call and tell you nothing. You capping. Because Corrupt was on that stairway right with us, nigga.
Tell me what happened to me. In the garage.
We came down the stairs. You was coming up the stairs. You was with Kanye West, wasn't you? He had just walked off stage. You thought you was about to walk the nigga upstairs. We met right there at the stairway. We didn't say no words. We cracked you in your head on neighborhood crib, nigga. Yes or no?
Shit,
Put that on
Pyro.
Pyro.
What are you talking about?
Put that on Pyro. That didn't happen.
Chilling with the answer.
It was 15 niggas back there, bro. How you cracked me and then rushed me?
Bro, I'm not doing all this weird. Put that on Pyro.
Okay, so you say that happened on the stairs, so watch it. What happened in the garage?
It happened on the stairs, nigga, and then you ran to the stage. Then? You, the tall nigga with the penalty.
I'm trying to establish something.
Man, look.
What happened in the garage?
Go ahead. Get your lies off.
That's my point, little bitty.
You ain't put nothing on Pyro, though. That's on Pyro you ran, nigga.
Nigga, keep Pyro out your mouth.
Nigga, I'm going to keep saying it. You ain't going to do nothing. You had the chance to do something, Mr. Standoff.
Bro, it was 20 of y'all
Come on,
one.
It wasn't 20 of us, nigga.
On my mama, it was 20.
Nigga, you was talking about the parking garage, nigga.
How many of it was
Come
it, nigga?
on, man. It wasn't 20 of us, my nigga.
How many niggas was it before I put the video?
It wasn't 20 of us, my nigga. Stop the lies, bro.
Put that on 6-0, I let the video go.
It wasn't 20 of us, nigga.
So it wasn't 20 niggas in the garage.
No, it was not 20 niggas in that venue. It was not 20 niggas in that venue.
It wasn't 20 niggas in that garage.
It was not 20 niggas in that venue,
I want to make this clear, because I will release this footage.
Yeah, release it.
So it wasn't
release
20
it. You always talk about what you
garage.
gonna release. Just like you said you was gonna release something on Nip. You weird,
was it
nigga.
20 of y'all? Hey,
man, look, bro. Ain't nobody got time for all these weird ass. You keep up this internet, and we gonna keep hollering at you in the streets.
Are you saying the footage on Nip?
and we gonna keep hollering at you in the streets.
You ain't finna holler at nothing.
Man,
You
all
gonna
right.
die.
And we hollered already, and it wasn't how it's supposed to go. We hollered already.
You niggas. Why
that was
you
the
didn't
wake
get
up
at
show.
Me? Why didn't you
that
get
was
at
the way you left the venue early.
Chilling with the auntie.
Well,
ask your order.
let me ask you a question.
Tell Blueface to put that on Schoolyard. Tell OT Genesis to put that on Long Beach. Tell nigga, your orders game came to Deja Vu and came to the strip club with the Rolling 60s after we did that to you.
This hilarious, man.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Did Game come to Deja Vu?
I don't know what
did Game come to Deja Vu and party with the Rolling 60s?
Game was already booked for Deja Vu. He was going in with it.
Who you think booked him?
You
weirdo. Who you think booked him, weirdo?
You didn't book him. So
who
here
you
go the
think
question.
Booked him, weirdo? You know
Did you look me in my eyes when you came in the venue?
And you got
me in my eyes when you came in the venue.
On 6, I looked you in your eyes and you got
you say something.
Man, it was no words.
When you walked in that venue, did you say one word to me?
Go get your little tall black friend that pump fake that saved your life.
Did you say one word to me when you looked me in my eyes? Come on, bro.
What happened after we socked you?
Face to face. You didn't want that.
What happened after we socked you? You said a nigga swung on you. You stood. You had a standoff. What happened after that?
Bro, didn't nobody swing on me down there.
Bro, you on 6-0 grip. You said a nigga swung on you. It came out your mouth.
What you talking about, bro?
Man, come on, cuz. You know what time it is.
Was you in the garage?
Can't play these little. You can't play these little narrative games with me.
Was you in the garage?
You can't play these narrative games with me, bro.
You the same nigga I looked at you dead in your eyes when you walked in.
Bro, you got bro.
Ask this nigga when he walked in the venue. Hey, bro, you didn't want this.
Bro, you got put that on Pyro,
my nigga.
Put that on Pyro. You didn't get smacked.
Out your mouth, bro.
Put that on Pyro. You didn't get smacked.
Out your mouth.
I don't give a fuck none of that. Put that on Pyro.
Hold on. There's a moderator. Hold up, brother.
Man, bro, that nigga ain't with this clown. Tell that nigga.
Man keep telling you to put it on Pyro, bro.
Hey, bro.
Put that on Pyro. We just you, nigga.
Bro. Hey, bro, that nigga's an enemy. Hey, that nigga's an enemy. He can't. Hey, bro. He can't move me to put nothing on my set, bro. It don't work like that.
Shut up,
Buster. I scream it when I want to scream. My enemy ain't gonna make me scream shit.
Stop running, nigga.
Running?
You talk about you was with your wife and kids. The nigga said he was in a BMW truck parked right behind you, nigga, and said you was solo bolo. Which one is it, nigga?
Wife and kids were in 2 different cars, you stupid ass nigga.
Man, shut up, nigga. You lying.
You stupid or something?
You lying.
Are you dumb or something?
How young back?
Go ask your uncle if he didn't see my daughter.
How young back? Let's talk about a little back.
Who's back? I don't know.
You know who back is.
I don't know.
You know exactly who back is, nigga.
I don't know who that nigga is.
You know exactly who back is. Stop playing these games, nigga.
Who that nigga is.
You know about Marky Mark. You know about Stutterbox. You know about Dale Dog back.
You chilling with the auntie.
Stop playing these games, nigga. Stop playing these weird ass games, nigga.
No.
Yeah, stop playing these games, nigga.
Hold on, what Stutterbox got to do with something? No.
Yeah, you know.
This is the Presidential Suites. This is episode 60.
Hey, what Stutterbox?
Man, put that on Pyro.
But put that on Pyro. That's
gonna be another story we gonna talk about later.
What Stutterbox got to do with something?
I'm talking about that paperwork, nigga. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You saying I'm on paperwork?
Yeah, bro, am I lying? Put that on Pyro, you not.
Wax on paperwork?
Put that on Pyro, you not.
Put that on 6-0 wax on paperwork.
6-0 crib, nigga, you on paperwork. Put that on Pyro, you not.
He put it on 6-0 on episode 60.
Man, put that on Pyro that you're not on that case.
Produce it.
Put that on Pyro that you're not on that case.
You know I'm the one got told on,
Put that on Pyro that you didn't make statements.
I ain't on none of them cases.
Put that on Pyro, you didn't make statements. Put that on Pyro.
Get in there.
That means you should be able to produce
bring the paperwork
now, Frank.
You put that on 6-0. Now you got to bring the paperwork.
Coming, Wack. You know exactly what's coming.
Bring the paperwork. Hey, bro.
You know exactly what's coming back.
Hey, bro. It's a book called Murder Rap. Watch this.
Man, hey, look, come on, bro. You know what
I'm going to do y'all a favor. It's a book called Murder Rap. Go to your iBook. Mute the nigga.
You can't put that on Pyro. You didn't make no statements.
It's a book.
Put that on Pyro,
Murder Rap by Greg Caton.
Man,
go to the chapter. Hold on. Go to the chapter called Stutterbox.
Y'all can believe this weird all y'all want to. Y'all can go with this old clubhouse hype, but on 6-0, you know what time it is, nigga.
You don't want to let me talk.
You know what time it is. Bro, it ain't none of that. You know what time it is,
you
nigga. Stop all these games. You just blew your neighborhood up, bro. Stop all these games, nigga.
Stutterbox told
Come
on
run
me,
the fade, nigga.
Dale Dog,
all you gotta do is come outside. Come outside, bro.
I'm outside. What you mean?
You not
every day?
outside. You inside.
Every
You
day.
at home. You
Every
got your
day.
white back. You good. You feel good, don't you?
My wife ain't ever
Yeah,
went
you
nowhere.
got your little
Dummy.
white back
Fuck
and all
you
that,
got
huh?
my white back.
Tell sis I said what up.
What you mean got my white back? She never went nowhere. Nigga, she
Yeah,
don't even know
okay.
me.
Yeah, all right.
But you just put that on rolling 60s. You had paperwork
on
on.
rolling 60s, a nigga on rolling 60s,
Okay,
you on
look, bring the
paperwork,
work.
nigga. On rolling 60s,
Hey, bro,
you
bring
know
the
the
work.
deal, nigga.
You just
Weird
blew your
ass
setup,
nigga.
bro. You
Yeah,
just
weird
blew
ass
your
nigga.
setup, bro.
And this ain't got nothing to do with the two piece.
You
You're a
just
weirdo,
blew your
nigga.
setup.
You're a weirdo.
You just blew.
Yeah,
Bring the
you're a
work.
weirdo, bro. You
Nigga,
lied,
some
bro. You
paperwork
done
out
lied
on
on
WACK
several
and it
different
ain't hit the
occasions.
blogs yet?
Bro,
I don't
you're
think
a lot.
nobody
These
believes
blogs,
that.
these views. Oh, I don't
Nah,
care about
bring
none
the
of
work.
that.
For you to
But
say
one
you
thing for
got it, you
sure,
ready, right?
and you know this, nigga. You keep having my uncle name in your mouth, nigga. This gonna happen every time to you, you weirdo.
Man, somebody.
Apparently, that's Big U's nephew.
Somebody go next time, nigga.
Oh, that's police. I'm up out of here, bro. You weak.
Appreciate you tuning in, man. This is crazy. There's more to...
Hey, I don't know what happened. I believe WACK. You know what I mean? I gotta believe the big Pyro. I'm sorry. I don't know these other people. The only person I know is WACK. Okay? And WACK, you know what I mean? Yo, who the fuck put a black eye on WACK, man? WACK don't got no goddamn black eye. Listen, man. I believe WACK. All I know about WACK, he moves carefully. He's usually 10 steps ahead of everybody else. I don't know if this happened. I will say this. Y'all gonna say, Ak, you copping pleas for him. I think this is like the second or third time they were like, yo, somebody like knocked out or beat up WACK. We've never seen footage. But like, it's 2022. You get what I mean? And I know y'all could be like, well, Ak, keep the same energy because it happens to other people. But I don't know. Like, somebody say he didn't put it on Paru. I won't say that. The whole there's no footage thing. You know, I won't say that because, so tell me how. Y'all know when me and Birdman went to do that interview at? Nigga, Birdman, this is how rich Birdman is. Jesus Christ. That nigga rented out the entire Prime 112. Whole thing. I thought when he's like, yo, Ak, let's do the Prime 112. I'm like, oh man, there's gonna be people next door. I'm thinking about audio, this and third. We show up there, and I'm like, where everybody else at? They were like, I think they call him by his real name. They call him by his real name. They were like, yo, oh, this is all for him. I'm like, what the fuck? There's nobody in the fucking restaurant. Anyway, a bunch of the employees, and I don't want to get too much into it because I do respect them. And I was around them, and they showed me so much love. They were like, yo, the Freddie Gibbs thing happened there, and they gave me a breakdown of kind of what happened, right? They were like, apparently with Freddie Gibbs, and by the way, I'm going to just show you how real I'm going to just be with it. Because I don't know if it doesn't make Freddie look good, but it makes the security look good. Because I always wonder, I'm like, yo, they beat the security's ass. Apparently, Jim Jones and them came in Prime 112, tried to press, what do you call it again? Try to press Freddie. Freddie, of course, is hiding timid behind the security. And what happened is his security was like bucking up, like, yo, what's good? Like, yo, what y'all trying to do? And this part might not, I might get wrong. I don't know if his security like set it off or whatever, but they did say his security was going crazy in terms of if it wasn't for his security, well, they probably would have tried to beat his ass anyway. But like his security was trying to do the most, and then they outnumbered him clearly. They gave Freddie's security the beats while Freddie was running through this bitch like, yo, this nigga was running, throwing chairs. You ever watching movies where you jumping over chairs, you throwing it behind you, like you ducking under shit? Like, you ever watch one of those? Yeah. But apparently his security, and they said the majority of the blood, honestly, was from the security because they beat the brakes of the security. Because the security was trying to fight while Freddie ran, which I ain't gonna lie to you. Whoever that security is, I need to hire you. You know what I mean? If you could create 20 seconds of distraction, remember, I'm Jamaican. Usain Bolt, nigga. I'm out of there. I'm out, nigga. I'm out. They just said that when Freddie ran, he, like, I don't know if there wasn't a door where he was at. He ran to the back where there was no door. So they like fucking cornered him, and they just like, everybody's screaming and center. They're just delivering the beast to him type shit. But yeah, salute to Birdman, man. He rented out the whole motherfucking thing. Jesus Christ, that's a boss. That's a boss right there, man. And also, I realized like Prime on 12, like they got like 3 different parts. Anyway, it's all good. Somebody said, nigga, I'm Jamaican, nigga. We have like the Olympic record for 100 meters, bro. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm running a mile now, nigga, but running out the spot to run to the next block. Hopefully there's a cop over there. I'm doing that, of course. Ain't nobody faster than me. Short distance. I ain't gonna say 100 meters now, like probably like 50 meters. Let's just say 40. 40 meters, ain't nobody beat me. That's facts. Now if I'm gassed, Jesus. Do y'all believe the Big Piru whack got hit, man? Do y'all believe it or not? I've always said this. First of all, I do look at WACK as somebody with tremendous respect. I've watched him over the last couple of months, though. It's been interesting. I believe that WACK has completely isolated himself away from a lot of people that we would also consider either powerful or have some type of presence on, whether it's the West Coast or, within the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people have said that WACK is taking a 6ix9ine approach on some, like, fuck it. You know what I mean? The big difference here is when 6ix9ine was gonna show up somewhere, he used to be with 40 people. And also he would pick and choose his spots. WACK's job is not, I don't think he gets paid by Clubhouse. He should. But his primary job is to be an artist. And when you're a manager of an artist, you're going to be put in situations that sometimes you can't control. That's why you don't see managers really have beef like that. Usually, the only thing that's on the table to protect is the artist's interest. And here's the thing. It don't seem like the game got beef with some of these people that WACK got beef with. For example, the dude who's arguing with WACK is saying, yo, after we punched on you, we partied with the game. You get what I mean? So they're kind of, obviously they do business together, but they're separate entities, which then I think about it, I'm like, yo, listen, whether this happened or not, I've given WACK the ultimate respect to say WACK is out there. You feel me? Like, when I mean out there, like, out there. Like, WACK is everywhere. WACK gonna be a Rolling Loud. WACK gonna be a Coachella. WACK gonna be over here. He gonna be at this award show. WACK is very accessible. And with that, no matter if you like what he says or not, you have to respect it. And the reason you gotta respect it is because if you had a problem with it, you gotta address him in person. And a lot of times you realize not everybody does. Okay? The only time we've ever heard of him getting in any type of shit is honestly this Rolling 60s stuff. This whole Nipsey stuff. And it appears that, there's people that's just close enough to Nip or involved with the Rolling 60s. They seemingly feel a way. I guess this Tiny Draws dude, because he said he put it on Neighborhood Crib. They feel a certain type of way about it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know WACK's motives at times. Like, I believe if I go on face value, WACK just wants to speak the truth. But let me tell you, us as humans, and even though I love this saying by him, he's talking about selective politicking. Pretty much everybody's selective politics. You know why? Niggas do it for their own survival. For example, if there's certain things known about, say, Nipsey, or say other people on your coast that you have to deal with, you won't be the loudest person talking about it. You know why? You gotta deal with these motherfuckers every day. And what I've seen, and I do respect from WACK, is WACK is he'll give it up. Maybe he has his own hidden agendas, but he'll give it up unilaterally, and he'll be like, well, If I call a spade there, I got to call a spade here. That makes a lot of enemies. I know, and I'm not out there like WACK. I pray for WACK, and I also say, because I've met his wife and I've met his daughter. I think this is where it gets a little bit complicated because there's a longer version of this where it's talked about his family was there. I worry for him on that end. One of the reasons why when I retired my mom, I don't show my mom's face is that whether good or bad, I signed up for this life. And I would never want to jeopardize my loved ones. I would never want anything I've said, anything I've done to come back to them. And I think that's where it gets a little dicey. Because, even hearing this conversation, there's a long conversation when someone says, yo, you was there with your wife and daughter. For me, I try to protect that. The amount of hate comments I get a day, I would feel devastated if people hated on my mom 1 million to that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yo, or was on her comments like, your son's a piece of shit, or fuck you and fuck your son. Like, I would feel horrible. So I protect those people. Wack has shown his family life a long time ago, but these days he's super polarized, and I'm wondering if he's going to move different. And that's a question, and that's a conversation I probably have with him, maybe the next time we do some content together. But do I believe this happened? I believe something happened. Do I believe he got socked at? I believe he got punched at? Yeah. Do I believe he got beat up? No. All right? That's just what I'm going with it. All right, people. Shit. Oh, my God. Yo, I'm about to have to be on this call. I'm about to have to be in this court shit soon. Fuck, why did I take so long on topics? Okay, cool. Quickly. Let me go to... Oh, real quick. Yo, yesterday I was having the greatest time watching Aiden Ross and Andrew Tate. Aiden Ross and Andrew Tate, this is the must watch.
You zoomed in more. Can you do that or not?
I want to make a statement. I don't know if you guys know Andrew Tate's been going super viral on TikTok. He's a very charismatic, amazing type of person, and I'm here to definitely declare this. And whether y'all want to admit it or not, get mad all you want. Now, this manosphere thing, which I've definitely commented on a bunch of times. Since Kevin Samuels died, there hasn't been anyone to kind of pick up that role. I'm telling you now, the replacement for Kevin Samuels, which he's not like Kevin Samuels, so let's be very clear. I think the Kevin Samuels way of approach was only unique for Kevin Samuels because he's Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul. But from this manosphere who kind of shares some shared mentalities and thinking, Andrew Tate is the guy. I'm going to tell you why he's the guy, and there's nobody close. He has shown it's more than talk. It's about action. It's about lifestyle. It's about putting all these things together. He looks the part. We see him interacting with women. We see the fucking abundance. Oh, this is my lawyer calling right now. Watch. They're definitely calling. Watch this. Hold on. I got to mute him. Hold on. Hello? All right. This guy on the shit, okay? He's trying to make sure we good for court. He's trying to make sure everything's good. Yeah. So, I got to pop up into court in a few seconds, but still, I just want to say, by the way, salute to Andrew Tate. I interviewed him, and salute to my guy Fresh from Fresh and Fit. He actually introduced me, but for those people who care about this quote unquote manosphere, and I like trolling y'all just because like y'all are like so fucking self-obsessed. But for the audience of this, let me tell you, Andrew Tate's a guy. I'm gonna just be honest with you, right? And I'm gonna tell you how he became the guy. He just had some fucking charisma. You get what I mean? If you wonder what separated people like Kevin Samuels from the bunch, is that if you don't have charisma, if you don't have that thing that people could see as a regular person, bro, it's not gonna it ain't finna work. And for better or for worse, I think number one, he has a lot of like, you know what I mean? I think he says all the right things and like he goes viral all the time. But I watched him on like a dating show. He was dating with like it was with some girl, and the nigga was just smooth, bro. I'm telling you, like, yo, it's crazy. This is for everybody in the manosphere. I don't care who, big, small, everybody. You see what just being fucking smooth gets you? Like, most of y'all are like just too textbook with it. Y'all are like, bro, go out there and go date some bitches and fuck some hoes and like just be cool with it, bro. Like, people go fuck with it. That's what Andrew Tate is. Tate is a nigga, bro. Aiden Ross broke his all-time stream record. 280,000 people tuned in to watch Tate with his shirt off talk to a bunch of porn stars and just like talk to him about being a man, right? And I guess maybe it's not the manosphere, but I put Tate into self-improvement because when he talks, he tells niggas like, yo, man, hit the gym, do like get better, like all that type of shit. But I'm proud of what Andrew Tate has become. You know, he is definitely he's definitely the guy right now, and I think he's smart for it. So salute to him. I think Aiden Ross was really smart in getting him on. I didn't even know people knew about Andrew Tate that much, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you how much I knew Tate was popping recently. Not only because of TikTok. I did a podcast with Tate on Off the Record months ago. For the last 3 weeks, consistently, that podcast I did months ago is within the top 5 episodes, at least statistically, of Off the Record for the last 3 weeks. And it goes by week. So it's an old-ass podcast I did with Tate, but people want any piece of him just because the motherfucker is cool, bruh. You know what I mean? So I like the only advice I would give to people is like, you know, not even advice. Tate's just a guy. So, you know, salute to him. And I'm happy for his success. Happy for his success, all right? Yeah, that's the top G right there, man. And I guess the takeaway is that I don't think he's taking over for Kevin Samuels, but he has his own lane, and the only thing him and Kevin Samuels share is the fact that they're smooth, bro. It's all about being smooth, okay? Kevin Samuels, he was an old nigga doing what he was doing, but, bro, he was smooth talking to them bitches, bro. Like, I could see, nigga, I watched him and Brittany Renner, bro. And also, for some of y'all, like, you know, because I be reading my comments and DMs. I don't even know why you little manosphere geeks be, like, trying to, like, hit me up or, like, trying to argue with me. Let me also say this about all these little, because some of y'all be acting like this is a religion. Kevin Samuels and also Andrew Tate, they know how to code switch. Some of y'all think this is like a military. No, it's fucking not, okay? Both of these niggas. I saw Andrew Tate talking to a transsexual, I think, or a transgendered individual. Code switch. He wasn't on his normal shouting like, yo, that's haram. No, he was cool with it. Like, yo, smooth. You feel me? I've watched, like, everybody didn't think that, you know when Kevin Samuels broke through? Once he code switched with Nicki, like, yeah, he wasn't talking to Nicki like the regular bitches. Code switch. Smooth. Then he got in a Future video. Smooth, bro. You feel me? So I say that to say, for most of you little manosphere niggas who be DMing me all the time trying to argue about shit I say, which I don't give a fuck what you say, the people who are winning are the motherfuckers who have intangibles. So all the shit y'all talking about, y'all learn, no, Oh, man this and woman this. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Learn how to be fucking smooth and not socially fucking awkward. You socially awkward motherfuckers will just never win at life. Socially awkward niggas, you can't learn that in a book. There's no rules to help you. You can't just magically become Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate. Fucking be around some people. Learn how to talk to some chicks. Learn how to talk to people other than like you're repeating fucking shit, and you be good. Salute to that guy. Anyway. The next thing, and I guess this kind of goes into it, because every time I touch on topics like this, there's a bunch of like fucking dweebs that just keep messaging me like this shit right here, right? What's this shit called? Oh, by the way, this was one of the videos of him. Look at this shit. Yo, Andrew Tate's a G.
OnlyFans. I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans, as long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean?
If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool.
What woman's gonna give you 8 grand?
You're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product, what the fuck?
Your product?
Yes, correct. Next question.
No. Gee, I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever gonna give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
This thing is hilarious too, man. And again, the nigga just knows how to code switch. Anyway, this one video, this is all my backup Instagram.
And day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that bogus as hell. Like,
I think this is a comedy skit, but let me just give the premise. So there's a chick, and this is like, I want to say the average chick in the hood. 15 baby daddies, 15 different kids. Not judging your lifestyle, do what you may. But what happens is, and I always hate this, women will have kids by a bunch of other niggas. That's why I've said, and if this young woman sees it, I'm not trying to use an example. I never say your name, but this is real. I judge a woman by her baby daddies and her past choices. You have to. The reason why I do that is because usually after a woman has dealt with a guy who's a complete fuck up, the other guys they end up settling for are the correction to the fuck up. They don't naturally want that the guy that they're getting. They're just trying to correct the fuck up. So the guy they really want, they had a bunch of kids with them knowing that that guy's a deadbeat. That guy's broke. That guy is a bum. That guy's going to be in jail pretty soon. They have a kid with that guy. And until reality hits them, they start looking for the corny guy. And the corny guy is the guy who's going to take care of all of the mistakes. To me, that's intrinsically wrong. Like, I don't want to be the cleanup crew. Okay? I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to be the garbage man. No. So what happens is a lot of times they'll have a bunch of kids. Those fathers of those kids don't participate, but they find one guy who wants to take care of their kid, and then they look at them and they shame them for not taking care of all the kids. So this is what's happening here, okay? So I guess the dude has one kid with her. She has other kids. He's showing up to bring some treats or whatever. He's bringing lunch for his kid, and she's upset that he's not bringing food for her other kids. Listen.
Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even... I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids.
By the way, even if this is not a skit, this is a common mentality of single women with children. The woman I dealt with, she had a kid. I remember saying to her, I said, and it was a hypothetical situation. I said, yo, if we ever have kids, I'm fucking rich. Like, my kid's gonna be dripped down in fucking designer. It's gonna be baby act. Like, my kid's gonna be fucking amazing. He gonna have iPhones. He might have a fucking little space rocket. He might have a chauffeur outside. It's my fucking child. He has to have the best. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. What I'm giving to my kid is only for my kid. Now, granted, I'm not that petty to be like, yo, your kid can't ever benefit from anything that my kid has. No, that's his brother. Who cares? However, if I want to buy, I don't know, say I want to buy like, a Dior outfit to drip my son down in some designer that he could look like Baby Ack, bro, I'm not buying 3 designer outfits because you got 2 fucking other kids with 2 other niggas. No, my kids get what it's my DNA, they're going to get from me. I remember her using this example. She said, I wouldn't want to make my kids, she was kind of congruent with this lady. I don't want to make my kids feel any type of way like that, right? She said, what I would do, right? She said, what I would do is if you buy, like say a toy, if you buy a PS5 for your kid for Christmas, or you buy an iPhone, I would go buy an iPhone for my other 2 kids. I would make them feel some type of way. Now, she never said that, oh, I have to buy it. So, I respected it. But I looked at her and I said, damn. So it's kind of one of those things where, like, as a woman, you're thinking about, oh, I don't want one to feel bad and the others, blah, blah. But at least she's a little bit better than this girl because this girl wants this nigga to feed all her kids. Listen, and I think there's the next part.
That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kid?
Okay.
No, I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
Red flag. You dating a bitch on food stamps, down bad already. I'm going to keep it real with you. A chick on food stamps, I wouldn't even nut in the same room as her. Okay? Listen, I don't really give a fuck about necessarily if a woman has a lot of money or not. But a woman who relies on government assistance is usually parasitic. Let's just be very clear. If somebody's on food stamps, they're usually doing things to get more food stamps. Like, I know people who will fucking make sure the father can't live within the home that they could get more money. They will purposely not get a job just to get more money. Somebody like that, they're not trying to get off food stamps. I've never seen somebody, and maybe just my personal experience, I've never seen somebody on food stamps who's saying, I don't want to get food stamps anymore. I want to go work. Never seen it. So already, if you're nutting in a chick on food stamps, and by the way, this is where I got to blame him. He's a fucking loser. A chick on food stamps, nigga, you got to, like, to keep it real, you got to make sure, nigga, you got to make sure she takes a plan B before you even fuck her. Real talk. You gotta make sure that condom, like, does not break. You can't even fuck a chick on food stamps raw. A chick like that is a bum. No good. You want no parts of her. A chick on food stamps who's bragging about when her food stamps is coming. If you on food stamps, some of these things ain't even for you. Let's just be very clear. Like, us niggas, you gotta realize that they're killing this abortion shit. These days, who you fuck are going to have some consequences. I've been fucked some girls before, and I've just said to her while I'm enjoying the fucking, I'm like, yo, oh, man, because I'm fucking her raw. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm about to just nut you. Like, yo, you want to take a plan B? And she's like, oh, yeah, well. And then sometimes, well, these days, we're going straight to the pharmacy. Well, fuck a pharmacy. The pharmacy's upstairs in a big-ass drawer. We got plan B for days. But previously, it was like, oh, you got to go to the store. And then sometimes, like, be like, no, just give me the money. Like, give me the $60 and $50. I'll go and get it. Yeah, all right. That chick about to use that money for something else. They're just playing the I hope I'm not pregnant game. With abortion about to get illegal almost everywhere, you don't want to play these games, especially with some of these type of chicks, man. No. Okay? You don't want to be this guy trying to bring food for your son, and now she's telling you that you got to fucking support her other kids. Fuck out of here. Okay? Like, I know some of y'all are upset of what I'm saying, but I'm giving y'all the facts about it. And when I say that about food stamps, bro, I'm not upset at people who are broke. That's not the thing. There are people with no ambition. You can't fuck and have kids with a woman with no ambition. The woman with no ambition who loves food stamps is the same chick who's going to expect you to provide her whole lifestyle, which if you eventually get anything in your life, she's going to want hella child support. No ambition, like, so let me walk back that food stamps comment. And by the way, I got to get on this court thing. It's not about food stamps, but there's certain behavior you could tell about people or women who have no ambition. Women who don't ever want to work, women who want to live off the system, women who are literally parasitic. If they're parasitic to the government, they'll be parasitic to you. That's all I'm trying to say. You get what I mean? If a woman who's on don't want to work and she will do anything to keep getting that food stamps measly check coming in, she'll do any fucking thing to get you paying her or paying for her lifestyle. If you don't think so, trust me. The women in this world, at least in the US, they have complete autonomy or power over men, and they usually are in the favor of the government. Why would they not abuse or finesse both of them? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, people, I got to go on this court thing. We finna beat the case. If I get done early, which I don't know if I will, I'll try to pop back on here. I actually have 3 more topics, which I didn't talk about. But I appreciate y'all for hopping on just for like a short stream. I love y'all guys so much. Keep enjoying the T-Pain content, and Drill, cut this bitch up. You got it. All right, chat, I'm out of here. Let's go beat that case, man. Nigga, we gonna get that shit reduced. Which, by the way, this is gonna still be a W for them. It'd be like, yo, we're gonna plea out. It'd be like, yo, could you? Well, he knows what I do at this point. It's like, yo, you're gonna pay $90, get some reduced shit, and you about to finesse these niggas. Like, what's cracking? You know, I told that nigga, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. You get me? Let me I gotta hop up in here. I could do it on the sneak though. I could do it on the sneak. Here we go. Okay. Bet. So I should join this meeting. Join right here. Ooh. That shit, I was gonna join us. DJ Akademiks. Hell no, I gotta put my government name, nigga. Livingston Atlan. Come on, man. Here we go. Alright, people. Here's the passcode. Yo, chat, we finna beat this case. We got another one. He said we gonna get out of here today with it. Oh man. I like that. All right, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna violate the court and like, remember last time I was streaming it? I ain't gonna stream it. Yo, I'm gonna hop back off real quick. Yo, boom. If I come back tonight, boom. Hop on Discord with me. We got some shit to talk about. Chat. Who wanna meet Boom and T-Pain podcast? Come on, man. And me and Boom gotta discuss, like, you know, mad shit. Anyway. All right, I'll be back on in a little bit. All right, love y'all. I just came on here to give y'all an update what my lawyer said. All right, peace.